We are back on the 300 going after the pans underneath. This is the parts machine. So we have to remove these bolts here. There'll be a rubber curtain in here by the rock trap. So that's what we've got to do there. And get that out of the way and then climb under and unbolt it. I think all the 300 ones are bolted. I thought they were snapped in like the 540, 510, thing, so on, but they're not. So we've got to get that done. Now to get the front pan out, then we'll remove the concave just like in the last video and get the pan out. We'll do a lot of wrenching off camera. Probably see you on the other side. Well, Ron is out here helping us today. He's got the fuel tank ready to set off, and we're going to pull this auger out of the bottom of the hopper, just taking parts off the machine. He's helping get the parts off. We are going to have to take a grinder and cut this chain, and then there is 4 bolts around here. And then on the other side of the combine, there's 3 bolts here, and this will be a flanget bearing. Everything should head out that way.
It's moving. Back out one of the 3 bolts. There.
That's how you do that all the way through. This is confirming my suspicions that this is a very low-hourred machine. There is a nice, don't know if you can see it, edge on that unloading auger. It's not sharp. Back in here, the take-up auger, I don't know if you can see it, nice edge on there yet. Such a shame, such a shame. Okay, I have the bolts out under here, and here we have the nut off. These, like I was saying, are a special bolt, like a plow bolt. When they're recessed in there, that allows your rock trap to close. So if you ever remove this, you have to put in the correct bolts so that your rock trap will close, or you'll be losing tons of grain out on the ground right here if your rock trap remains open. I have that bar removed. This has this curtain on it. This is one that I have found in the best shape that I've ever removed. Usually a mouse eats a hole right here. Cuts that out for you, and then grain will be falling out the front of your combine. This is, like I said, the nicest one. Sometimes your parts man can still find this, but it's usually pretty stiff. I have had these made at tarpaulin places that make semi-tarps and works just as good. I have encouraging results here. This is all dry, so I'm hoping that this pan is good. So that ain't pasted down on there. It's a good thing we didn't have to cut the bars out. we would have had a fire on our hands. So it's going to be rusty, but we'll be able to sandblast it and see what we've got. So that's looking good. Promising prospect for a good pan. We now have the concave removed, and that back pan looks really good. I'm liking the looks of that, and we've got this dry dirt here on top of this one. So we have to go under the combine and remove the front pan and then bring the clean grain pan all the way out like we did on the last one. So this is looking promising. We are having good success because we are scrapping this combine. I took a torch, hacked that piece of metal out, took a fine cutting wheel, cut these off. We're ready to pull the pan. Goes all the way back in there, which you've seen on the other episodes. Our front pan, this looks real good. It's rusty, but we'll sandblast that and we'll get it in order and take a look and see how it turns out. I think we have us a pan here, so I think we're going to save some money. So here was the goal for the day. We got both grain pans out of the parts machine, and I think we've got something here we can use, so we should be able to save $500 to $600. We will see how that goes once we sandblast. Didn't seem like we got a lot done today. We got all the V-belts cut off of the parts machine and trashed. We got a few pieces cut out of it that we're not going to be using, going to China. We'll be scrapping those. So that's all part of the process of getting the second unit up and running, which that's the one we're keeping. So in conclusion for the day, we've cleaned the shop. Wildcat got a tremendous amount of work done on his project. My father-in-law Ron helped me get several pieces, as you'll see in the video, off today. So shout out to him. He is very helpful and he enjoys getting to work with his hands. Tools are organized, tables are cleaned. We're ready to begin prepping and preparing the grain pans for reinstallation. While they're out, I think I will also get the blocks on the straw walker in adjustment and get that all freed up. Thank you for coming along on the adventure. Like, share, subscribe, turn on the notification bell for when we post new things, and leave your comments below.